Hello, MASL soccer fans. Welcome to the CQ Arena in Towson, Maryland, where tonight the Baltimore Blast take on the Utica City FC. Paul Mittermeier, and I'm excited about the broadcast tonight because I have greatness next to me. I have Lee Tashantaret, four-time Blast champion, and Tariq Walker, Blast Hall of Famer. Welcome in, guys.
Thanks for having us.
What's going on, Paul?
Oh, very excited about tonight's game. This is going to be a great match. We'll be joined by our sideline man, Andrew Primrose, in just a minute. A great match, though. Utica City FC defeated the Blast 5-2 in the game on Sunday last week, and this is a return match tonight. And Utica City, Tariq, is a very good football team.
Yes, the very deep roster. We talked about before that, this is not your typical expansion team roster. They've got several guys that they brought over for the Syracuse roster and plugged in some key pieces here. And with their depth and experience, it's going to be a good contest tonight.
Lee, last week we were here. We saw an impressive Blast victory over Mississauga, 11-3. It was a balanced scoring attack for the Blast.
It was. This is going to be a completely different game because you have you went from a very inexperienced team to an experienced team. But I think that's been the hallmark of the Blast over the years, and it's got to continue to be something that they rely on to be successful. You can't have just one player doing your scoring for you.
All right, guys, let's talk about last Sunday. It was a back-to-back situation. Blast wins Saturday night. They drive to Utica last Sunday, lose in the afternoon. Talk about the challenges of playing that back-to-back, and then kind of the weird thing about playing them again the next week.
Yeah, listen, anytime you play two games in such a short period of time, your body just doesn't have time to recover. The lactic acid in your muscles, it doesn't have time to flush out. Mentally, you're a little bit drained. So there were variables that are just put the Blast up against the wall.
Tariq, from a goal-scoring perspective, Andrew Coughlin held the Blast to 2 goals last time out. Any benefits being able to face the keeper back-to-back games?
Well, definitely. You get to see what their tendencies are defensively and offensively, so I think that'll be a huge advantage for them going into this match. You get to see what their goalkeeper is like and be able to transfer that into the next match.
I asked Lee this because it was his first time with us on the broadcast here at Towson last game. Your thoughts on this size of this field and, what stands out most to you as a former player that played on the bigger field? What you like, don't like about this?
Well, like I was saying before, this is a striker's dream type of field. You get to bypass the midfield a little bit. All the play is very direct. You play in defeat and have runners off, and I think the Blasts have done well to make that adjustment and coming in and taking advantage of this environment.
All right, guys, Utica City, Bordeaux, Yellowback, Toby, Coughlin in goal, Tavernisi, and Forbes will start for them. Let's talk about Joey Tavernisi, guys. Tavernisi is a guy that 28 and 26 last year, 3 goals and 2 assists. This season, a big challenge for the Blast defensively.
Yeah, he's a proven goal scorer in this league. He's someone that puts points up. He can put the ball in back of the net, but also he's got the ability to find guys, so it's hard to double him.
For the Blast, William Vanzella in goal, Donatelli, Dos Santos, Diesel, Pereira, and Vinny Dantas. Tariq, talk about Vinny Dantas and kind of what you see of him as a striker and just the ability for him to finish for this Blast team.
Well, yeah, he's got all the tools. He can post you up. He can take you 1v1 facing you. So he's got all the tools to be a great goal scorer in this league.
Blast are coached by Danny Kelly, assistant coach David Bascom. For Utica City, Ryan Hall is their head coach. We're just about ready to kick things off as they continue to clear the parade of champions from early in the pregame here tonight. Guys, let's talk about this goalkeeper matchup for a second. Let's talk about William Vanzella because, again, through 2 games, a win against Mississauga 11-3, a loss to Utica 5-2, but only 4 goals in that game for him, 3.5 goals a game. He just seems to thrive in this environment, even if it's a short field.
Yeah, listen, William is the proven commodity, right? He's won 2 or 3 championships here. He's been in these types of games. He's pulled the Blast out of many situations or kept them in many games. So I look for a completely different game than we had last week in Utica.
Utica City 2-0. They beat Harrisburg 9-7. They beat the Blast last week 5-2. Coughlin in nets for both those games. He's got a 2-0 record. We're underway. The Blast are able to prevent the Utica City attack. It's going to be a mistake, though. A header over the boards. A free kick here for Utica City, top of the arc.
Yeah, this is just one of those things where the environment and the short field and the short kickoff Mike Diesel clears the ball, not intentionally, but ends up top of the box.
All right, Bordeaux will preside here. 3-man wall for the Blast. Bordeaux quick touch through Parapovich. Shot and a goal. It's Salas on the far side. Right away, it's 1-0 Utica City.
Yeah, that was a well-designed free kick. The dummy there forced one of the players to commit to that left side, which left him open down low.
Replay, you see the good, quick left-footed strike by Salas, and Tavernese with the assist.
You're right, Lee. You typically have two players on that side. That's where the wall was not defending. They run that dummy play. It attracts one player, and then the other player can't get deep enough to make the block.
Blast to restart. Dos Santos to the corner. Donatelli now settles. Back for Diesel. On the foot of Dos Santos. Here's Dantas. Quick turn, shot between the legs just wide. Follow-up drive by Pereira, that's blocked. And Dos Santos heads it down for the Blast. Diesel, quick ball into the corner. Dantas runs it down. Quick double team comes. And nice job by Pereira to clean up the mess there. The Blast have it. Dos Santos goes around his defender, but blocked away. And Deroux now. His pass stolen away. Here's Dantas on the counter. Dantas quick shot just wide. The left foot there goes just past Coughlin and wide of the goal. Good chance there.
I'll tell you what, this is a frenetic pace to start this game.
Quick outlet now. Elton up for Raley. Raley had a great game against Mississauga last time here in Baltimore. Here's Raley now. Leaves it off. Little drive to the corner. That's blocked away. It's still loose. Hoxie settles momentarily. And John Orlando's forced back for the Blast.
I definitely think this early goal that Utica scored is forcing the Blast to step up their tempo a bit early in this match.
Raley far side. Hoxie now. Corner off the boards. Tries to bounce it off the boards. It's blocked away. And here comes Kenaway for Utica City.
So you kind of see a concerted effort by the Blast to stretch Utica out and then try to play the top guy and make some runs off them. They've had some good opportunities. They just haven't connected so far.
Good battle by Raley and Braithwaite. Won by Utica City. They play a far side for Liam Callahan. Coughlin across the yellow. Deroux stolen away. Pulls Hughes down. That's going to be a 2-minute penalty. That should be a shootout as well, right?
You would think. I mean, that's a clear tap in. He's just going to put that into an open net, so it's got to be a shootout.
Right away, the Blast all over that as they were calling for the shootout, and the referee's going to talk about it. And this is clear, right? Here's the replay. I mean,
That's clearly an empty net opportunity.
Yeah, Josh Hughes with a nice play here. Strips Deroux, and then the pull down. There's nobody back.
Yeah, because the goalkeeper was up on the yellow line to try and receive the pass from Stephen Deroux.
Not really sure what Deroux is thinking about there. That's risk versus reward. It's not worth it at that point.
Just a little too casual at that point.
A little bit.
All right, here we go. Shootout. Utica City has to stay inside of the arc at midfield. The Blast stay outside. Donatelli will preside here on the shootout. Once the whistle blows, all the players will come forward. Quick touch by Donatelli. Shot. Score!
That's a great equalizer to come back so quickly. This has the tempo of this game has a shootout written all over it.
Maybe 2019 tonight, huh? All right, so count Donatelli with the goal. His 42nd goal in his last 43 games. It's his 123rd career goal. And Donatelli has been a huge offensive factor for the Blast.
He's got such experience and such nice touch. You know, took a nice little touch right at the goalkeeper, was very direct and able to slot it 5-hole.
And Trick, it almost looked like Coughlin opened up and he just put it right between his legs there. Got the deflection off his foot into the back of the net.
Like I said, he took such a direct touch at the keeper. It made the keeper have to play big. So he was able to find that 5-hole.
Time of the goal, 2:10 for the Blast. The equalizer. I'm sure we'll see a lot more here tonight. Dos Santos clears. Nice touch to keep it inside of 3 lines. Guys, that's the big challenge here in this arena, is trying to keep the ball inside 3 lines.
So any little deflection, it's 20 yards. With this small of a midfield, anything can happen.
Another mistake, this time by Coughlin. He almost turned it over for an easy goal. Just a deflection, though. Blast. Pereira tries to come out. Good help there. And they'll say Tavernese goes down. They'll say play on. Diesel goes around his defender. Marco Nascimento on the field for the first time for the Blast. Dos Santos on the far side. Adriano cut off by Ubi Parapovic. Here's Donatelli now. Quick touch for Dantas. Dantas couldn't settle. Steal. Logan Roberts now for Utica City. He goes down, no call. Letting him play right now. Elton, quick touch. Goes around the boards for Dos Santos, but that's corralled by Utica City. And they'll settle things down with Vittorio Petrera on the defensive side. Good D here as Elton stepped in. Yellowback, though, right there for Utica City to recover. Ben Raymond on the floor. Braithwaite now, marked by Donatelli. Yellowback. Dantas picks him up. Raymond far side. Raymond to the middle. Cut off. Here's Salas with the left foot now. Rolls it back. Good job by Donatelli defensively. Good fundamental defense here by the Blast.
Yeah, the Blast are doing a good job. Utica is possessing the ball well and moving off the ball well.
Salas with the right foot, jet drive just wide. Dantas now avoids Yellowback and plays it back for Pereira.
This is where I think this is where the Blast has to take advantage of Utica. I think they have to stretch them out. So early on, when they stretched them out and played the target, that's when they had a couple really good opportunities.
First solid possession time for Vanzella now. He goes down to the corner for Hoxie. Hoxie double team. Braithwaite comes over. And a nice job defensively by Utica City. And we've got a man down. I believe it's Yellowback who was kicked, I think, in the corner.
I think actually Adriano, I think he stepped on his foot.
See if we can get a replay.
It's like the follow through from Hoxie trying to play the ball off the boards might have caught Bo in the shin.
Let's take a look at the replay. Oh yeah, caught him. Tried to kick the ball, and I think didn't get the ball. He got the back of the leg. I guess, Drake, that's the other thing here. As a forward here, with limited space, you have to be aware of the double team, right?
The double team's coming quickly, and it's going to get there quick. So you've got to have your mind made up, and more importantly, your support players have to get in to help you get out of that double team. If you don't have those runners coming in, you'll get stuck very quickly. All
right, drop ball here, and the Blast are just going to let Utica City play the ball. See, you got to be careful here. If you're Utica City, if you just kick the ball away, you got to make sure you don't kick it 3 lines. And they do. And Hughes lets it go back for Vanzella. And the Blast will play it in their own end. Just underway, 5 minutes in. We're tied at 1 here. Good action so far on both ends. Good job by Hoxie to get to the ball here in the corner. John Orlando down the wing. Orlando with room. Cross in front. Hoxie can't pull the trigger. Wow. Hughes with a drive, but he can't stay over top the ball. And the goalkeeper distribution for Utica City.
Yeah, that was a great last-ditch effort by the defender there to block that, or it's a tap-in for Hoxie.
Blast are doing a great job of getting the ball out of their end by clearing out a side, having that striker, that target player come in and showing in the corners.
I tell you, Reek, I like it better when they post the forward up in the middle of the field, though.
You definitely get more chances of posting up in the middle.
Yep.
Braithwaite plays it back. Bordeaux back onto the foot of his keeper. Coughlin plays it ahead. Quick spin, and Vanzella pins it to the boards. Nice job by Braithwaite to get a shot on goal, or near the goal. And nice play by Vanzella to pin it on the boards. I guess here, guys, you just want to put as many balls on target, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously, every time you take a shot, you want to put it on target. For me, I would like to see them stretch Utica out like they did in the first couple minutes, find the target at the top of the arc, and make runs off. I think they're content with this ball down the boards, which they're not getting a lot of success from.
Foul here. This is going to be on Braithwaite as he took Elton down. Free kick here for the Blast. Restart about 5 feet behind the old three-point line.
They should be using that ball down the boards just to relieve pressure, right?
Yeah.
Then when you get in the other end, then you set up in the middle.
You can see Danny Kelly kind of motioning for the forward to stay a little bit more central.
Yep.
Donatelli presides here. Braithwaite, the one-man wall. Cross field. Here's Elton. Elton turns and shoots. Coughlin in good position to make the play. And Coughlin now with the distribution. Dangerous play there. Coughlin clears. Could have went 3 lines, but it was played. Pereira double teamed. And the ball taken away. Good job by Utica City there.
Utica doubles very well along the boards.
Bordeaux the steal that time. DeRue now on the far side.
Let's see if he dribbles out of the back again here.
Passes by Nascimento. Tavernisi loses the handle, but he's fouled, kicked by Donatelli, so we're going to foul here on the blast.
That was soft, I thought. Gives them a good opportunity here.
Yeah, just outside the yellow line. Ubi Parapovic, 2-man wall, quick shot. I'm not sure that was blocked or saved, and Pereira goes down as Ubi Parapovic commits the foul. It'll be a free kick for the Blast.
That's a very tactical foul. Actually, the Blast would have had some numbers there, so that's a smart foul.
Donatelli runs to the corner. Quick ball off the boards. Nice job there to avoid the double team.
Yeah, and that's like Tariq said earlier, you have to have the runs off the ball early. So Tony was able to play that one time, and Utica's not able to double.
Dos Santos, far side Mello. Now Hughes. Back for Mello. Good ball for Dantas. Dantas. Back for Mello.
He's got to take that first touch and settle it in the box.
Good steal by Callahan.
His first touch takes him out of the scoring dangerous position.
Foul called here. Callahan draws the foul. It'll be a free kick for Utica City. And I don't know, that was close, guys, to be in 2 minutes there.
Yeah, I think both guys were kind of pulling and shoving there. So I think Mello ended up getting called for the foul. But
Ubi Parapovic asked for Dos Santos to be backed up. Veteran play there by Dos Santos. You know, they'll reset him and he'll move forward again. Drive here blocked. Still loose in the box. Save Vanzella. Save again by Vanzella. Dantas quick header. Dos Santos one touch for Mello. That one blocked away. Mello tries to leave it for Dos Santos. Back for Dantas. Vinny winds and it's blocked. Now Mello has it. Double team again comes and that's taken away. Back come Utica City. Vanzella loses track, and Ubi Parapovic puts it up over the glass.
That's a dangerous ball off the boards.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be something Danny's going to talk to the boys at the end of the quarter, but the Blast is just getting doubled way too often and losing the ball.
All right, time out on the floor. We'll take one, too. 7:21 left in the first. Blast and Utica tied at 1. Back with more. You're watching Blast Soccer on MASL TV.
Stepping into the unknown, it can be difficult to find the way. But with the compassion and strength of a name and the security of the cross and shield, obstacles become openings. As we have for more than 75 years, we'll continue to light the way, using our knowledge to create new healthcare solutions, giving you the power to shine forward to whatever awaits tomorrow. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield. Live fearless.
Soccer Sam discusses the ins and outs of all the MASL action. Find Kick This every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern on iHeartRadio. Lee Chantarette, Tariq Walker, Paul Mittermeier. We hope to be joined by Andrew Primrose soon. Guys, thoughts on the first 8.5 minutes of the game?
Utica gets that early goal, which really sets the tempo. Now Baltimore Blast have to come out and really step up their game. And we've seen that tempo. It'll be interesting to see how long they can keep it up.
Vanzella drops it off. Rayleigh misses Dantas. And now the ball into the Blast corner. Remember, the rule change this year, you can throw the ball and distribute it if you're the keeper over 3 lines. That rule has been changed. And I guess Tariq, again, that kind of changes the game a little bit, right?
It does change the game, and it allows your striker to get out and stretch the field. And like Lee was mentioning, the Blasts really have to take advantage of that because Utica wants to double them all over the field.
Well, foul called here on Yellowback, and Pereira goes down hard. Looks like he's shaken up. We'll see if he gets up. It looks like he's okay.
I wonder if it's something that Utica picked up in the first game last week, but they seem to, their initial pressure when they lose the ball, they actually throw a lot of numbers at the ball right away, and they've caused the Blast some problems in their defensive end that way.
Good move by Raley down the wing. Shot in front. That's blocked.
But I think you're right, Lee. They're doing that all over the field, though. So against the boards, they're doubling quick. In the midfield, they're doubling quick. You're right. You're exactly right. They want to step up and pressure with a lot of numbers.
Pereira. Marked by Yellowback. Donatelli now. Blast will possess here with Dos Santos down the wing for Hoxie. Good job in the corner defensively by Darren Toby. Uses his keeper, Coughlin. He turns it over. Ball loose. Hoxie wins it. Quick back heel. That's knocked away. Ball still loose. Pereira jumps on it and plays it off the boards. Smart play there for Elton. Guys, I guess that's the big thing here. You got to use the boards because of the limited space.
It definitely makes it more important because how small the field is.
Dos Santos now. Blocked, but back onto the foot of Pereira.
Adriano really missed Mello there. He made an excellent run back post. I don't think Adriano saw him through the crowd.
Good ball here. Nascimento. Orlando hits it. Ball off the boards. That's knocked away. It's still loose. Good win by Orlando. Mello. Raley, Hughes to the far side, and good recovery that time by Coughlin to make the save.
So Tariq, I don't know if you've noticed now, 3 out of the 4 times the Blast forwards have posted up in the center and not down the wing. So I think it's something that Danny probably noticed and wanted to change.
Ball deflected. DeRue jumps in.
Yeah, you're definitely going to create more opportunities for your runners off the ball when you're posted up in the middle of the field, more centrally.
DeRue down the wing. Good block by Dos Santos. Sends Mello away. DeRue recovers defensively. Backs Mello off. Gives him a shove.
And that also eliminates the double team.
That's the big thing, right? So you're taking away the strength of the other team.
Yep.
Good job back post. That one's blocked. Nascimento still has it. I couldn't pull the trigger. I think he could have pulled the trigger with the left.
Absolutely. You got to kind of unleash that there. Especially because, to be honest with you, the keeper has looked a little bit shaky.
Dantas tries to cut it back. It's blocked, and DeRue gets called for illegal procedure, so a top-of-the-arc situation for the Blast.
That's a tackle there. I don't know. You get a legal procedure on tackling the ball.
Yeah, that was
tough.
That was not intentional.
As far as those calls go, I just like to flip a coin. Heads, top of the arc, tails, it's a kick-in. You know what do you want?
Right.
Yeah, you're almost penalizing good defending.
Penalizing good defense.
Yeah.
Here's Mello and Dos Santos. Mello to the wing. Good read. And that's a nice defensive play by Braithwaite. DeRue. Ball comes loose. Pereira to the middle. Donatelli a drive save, and Dos Santos can't get the rebound home.
Once again, keeper's giving up rebounds. I think we got to continue to pepper the goal here. He looks a little bit shaky both with his hands and feet.
And when you shoot, get bodies in the box in front of him.
Diesel to the corner for Dantas. Pereira now. Marked by Kenaway. Pereira shot, blocked, and stays in play. Nice job settling there by Pereira. Donatelli cross field for Raley now. Raley. Blocked by Tavernisi. Good defensive play there by Tavernisi. Utica City on the counter. Kenaway. Cut off by Diesel. And into the hands of Vanzella. William to the corner. Ball play with the hand there.
Clear handball, wow.
Clearly played with the hand, intentionally in my opinion. No call. 2-on-2 now. Drive is blocked. Here's Dantas.
Poor execution by Utica. They actually had a 3-on-2, and then the player just pulls up and shoots into a defender.
That's definitely an inexperience. A young player not noticing when he can get somebody or free somebody up to the back of the post.
Yeah, his
to the back post.
Teammates weren't too happy with him there.
Elton plays it to the corner or to the side. Now Mello has it.
Once again, now we got Hoxie checking to the middle of the field.
A good move by Mello. He's tackled away. Good defensive play there. Logan Roberts that time with the defense. Mello to the corner for Hoxie. No double team this time.
I think no double team because Hoxie's now checked to the middle 3 or 4 times in a row, which is spreading the defenders out, and then he caught him one-on-one there where they couldn't double. Once
good
again,
ball here.
posting up in the middle. Got to get the runs. Runs have to come a little bit quicker off of that ball into the middle.
And you look at the distance of where he ran from. Mello played the ball from our yellow line into Hoxie, but he was the first one there.
Yep.
Steal by Yellowback. Braithwaite. Errant pass there. It's cleared. Good touch by Raymond. And the blast control. They swing it to the far side with some space. Nice move by John Orlando. He's taken down from behind. Salah's furious.
He got a little bit fortunate there because I actually think that Salas poked the ball away, but boy, Orlando's first step is deadly. He's just got to learn to release it after he beats the man at that position.
Yeah, he did. He poked it away, but I think a little physical with the body there. That's probably what the referee saw. Hoxie with Yellowback on his back. Back for Vanzella. Pereira holds things up. The other rule this year, Vanzella has 5 seconds to move the ball.
Oh, what a turn by Tony.
Donatelli with a nice turn.
Great turn with the outside of his foot.
Coughlin up to the challenge there. Fires one into the blast and Dos Santos. Well, Tavernisi goes down and a foul called on Dos Santos.
Very lucky that's not a boarding call there.
Oh, I thought he was pulling the card. Yeah, because Adriano got beat there and really hip checked him.
See if we can see a replay here. Let's check it out. You can see how, Adriano derides him a little bit and then they get to the turn really fast. And
he put his hip into the back of him.
Restart. Tavernisi can't get a foot on it towards goal. They'll say off of the blast.
Well, you can tell Utica is a very experienced indoor team or has a lot of experienced players because their set pieces are fantastic.
Second crack at it here for Utica City. Referee adjusts the wall. Jubi Parapovic here. Pulls the trigger with the left foot just wide. Second time that Ubi Parapovic has had an open look.
He's been very dangerous on set pieces, whether it's the shot or the pass. He's definitely their man on set pieces.
Yeah, mistake here. Now Cemento kicks it out. 35 left in the first quarter, and a great chance here for Utica City.
We talked about their experience in the pregame. This is not your typical expansion roster. Several of these players from the Syracuse Knights roster. So I'm sure they have some old tricks in their bag.
It's Bordeaux.
They once again, they're overloading the left.
Goal.
Again, like you said, Lee, the set pieces are extremely dangerous.
Yep, Yuripovic has been the danger man every time.
Here's the replay. The wall was just not quite adjusted right, and Ubi Parapovic took advantage. He shot it right through William. It's 2-1 Utica City with 34.9 seconds left in the quarter.
It's one of those where it's just, to be honest with you, it's a little bit unfortunate. Williams in good position. It ends up just hitting off the inside of his calf and going between his legs.
Last restart. Dos Santos to the corner. John Orlando, weak shot there off the boards that Coughlin handles. Into the blast corner. Diesel chips it. Plenty of time here. Mello.
Great tackle.
I say play on. 12 seconds left.
3v2 here.
Yes. No, nice tackle by Dos Santos. Utica City wins it. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. That'll do it. Entertaining first half. It looked like a high-scoring affair early. It settled down. The Utica City Football Club scores late, After one quarter, it's Utica City 2, Blast 1. Back with the second quarter after the break. You're watching Blast Soccer on MASL TV.
If you think that Antwerpen can't get you out of your old car and into a new one without increasing your payment, then you don't know Jack. Visit Antwerpen Automotive, where Jack says yes to every deal.
All right, welcome back to Baltimore, the Blast, and Utica City. The Utica City has a 2-1 lead after one quarter of play. The Baltimore Blast would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter is a proud partner of Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. Well, let's take a look at that first quarter scoring summary. Salas got Utica City on the board, make it 1-0. Donatelli countered at the 2:10 mark, and then Ubi Parapovic late in the quarter to make it 2-1. I guess, Lee, what did you think first quarter?
It was a well-played game by two very experienced teams. Like Tariq said, Utica is an expansion team in name only. This is basically Syracuse's team with some added strength. And you can tell because all the scoring was off of set pieces.
Yeah, let's expand on that, Tariq, because you mentioned it, and both of those goals off set pieces. And that's really, when you talk about the indoor game, you can win and lose games just off restarts and power plays, in a game.
You have to spend time on it because, especially in this environment with a small field, the ball is going out of bounds a ton. You have to spend time on set pieces because that can make the difference in winning and losing in this league, both offensively and defensively.
The Blast goal came on the power play. It was a shootout goal by Tony Donatelli, and that's where we stand 2-1 after one quarter of play. First quarter stats, Blast outshoot Utica City 7-6. 2 blocks for Utica City, 1 block for the Blast. The Utica City commits 4 fouls, Blast with 3. And let's talk about Andrew Coughlin, 4 saves in that first quarter. You guys felt like he was a little shaky, but he made the saves that he had to.
He's getting blocks, but when he's getting blocks, he's giving it up in the box a couple times, and that's why I think Coach Lee mentioned that he was a little shaky. He's not really catching a lot.
I tell you, the other area I think they can expose the keeper is with his feet. He's looked shaky with his feet.
Blast got 3 saves from William Vanzella in that first quarter. All adds up to a 2-1 Utica lead after one quarter of play. All right, Blast back out on the field. Pereira, Donatelli, Elton, Rayleigh, and Dantas. Guys, let's talk about Jeremy Rayleigh for a second. I think he's played extremely well in the 5 quarters we've seen from him here in CQ Arena.
Yeah, he's one of these versatile players. He can get up and down the field. He's good on both ends. I think he's a two-way player that kind of goes overlooked a lot of times in indoor.
Blast start here in the second quarter. Donatelli tries for the steal in the corner. Pereira digs it out. Nice play defensively, though, by Callahan to clear.
I'm interested to see if the Blast makes a little bit more of a concerted effort to make runs off the center guys.
Here's Rayleigh up ahead. Good head of steam here. Rayleigh tackled away. Another good defensive play, this time by Vitale. And Utica City has it. Chance down the wing. Shot blocked by Donatelli. Utica City wanted a handball, but looked like a pretty good defensive play by Donatelli. Callahan heads it forward. Hoxie knocks it down. Josh Hughes now for the Blast.
I wonder if it's something they saw last game as well, but William has tried to catch Utica twice with the long throw, but they've had 2 guys back to our 1 player.
Dos Santos. Far side. Here's Hughes. Now Mello on for the first time in the second quarter.
We can see here the Blast of being patient and trying to find that top spot.
I think that's going to be their way to success, is stretching them out.
Hughes,
and there we
Hoxie,
go.
and a goal!
Excellent, unselfish pass.
Great goal created by pressure. As soon as the ball turned over, Blast sent 2 players to win the tackle.
This is it's a great unselfish ball to Hoxie. Hoxie does a good job of just getting his shot hard and low and ends up megging the keeper.
Josh Hughes, another one of those young players that's just taking advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, listen, the Blast have done a great job of kind of finding these diamonds in the rough. I think that Danny and David do a really good job of producing some really strong young players.
They've always seemed to have that mix of experience and young players that plug in. And as you mentioned, Danny and David seem to have a well-oiled machine as far as the system that they want to play and plugging guys in.
Absolutely.
Braithwaite commits the foul on the far side. He takes down John Orlando. You know, guys, and Andre Braithwaite, interesting story, of course, had the disappointing effort against Pat Healy a few years back, served his suspension, but now has come back, and, you know, he's been a pretty good player for the last year and a half.
He's definitely a handful with that size and strength. Plays at striker positions similar to Dantas. Likes to hold the ball up in the corners and at the top of the box, and he's definitely a handful.
Dos Santos in the corner. He's it back for
I
Diesel.
think he's finally found a position that's matched his tools.
Nascimento now. Digs it out of the corner. Back for John Orlando. Nascimento gets off. Blast make changes.
Tariq, when they play it down low in the corner and they bring it out, bad giveaway here.
Good run to the corner, but good defensive recovery. Kenaway forced off, and the Blast able to clear.
Yeah, as I was saying, when they get it down in the corner and they bring it out, I feel like the Blast can take advantage on the weak side if they would move the ball quickly to their weak side guys.
I was reading your mind there.
And we'll get 2 minutes here.
We haven't seen that quick switch. Switch the fields here.
So Santos takes down Tavernese, and we'll get the first power play of the night here for Utica City.
I'd like to see this again. Yeah, that was just a late tackle. No malice meant there by Adriano. He honestly just went in, and it just ended up being a little bit late, but he got him pretty good.
So Adriano heads to the box. Check. 2 minutes.
1, 2.
You know, we saw that last turnover by the Blast. That's how fast it can happen on this field. You know, if you're not sound with your fundamentals, you make one bad pass and it turns into a scoring opportunity.
You got to take care of the ball. Over the years, you've always heard Coach Danny say the details and pay attention to the little things, and that's one of them.
Absolutely. The little things are the make it, break it in these games.
Mello gets taken down. Foul called on the far side. Good defense by the Blast.
I tell you what, Yuripovich hits a heavy ball.
Yeah. He crushed that ball over top of the crossbar.
Yeah, he doesn't need a big windup. He's got a short little strike, and it's heavy.
You know, we saw Darren Toby. He wasn't able to settle. You have to be ready to score. I mean, there's always opportunities once you put the ball on target here. Blast knock off about 5 or 6 seconds. Back comes Utica City here. Ubi Parapovic will quarterback the power play. Pass knocked away. Blast with some high pressure.
Now this has been a strength over the years, the Blast man down unit here, the ability to...
Saved by Vanzella, but the putback, and this time Toby is in position to score, and Darren Toby puts Utica back up 3-2.
I feel like I just jinxed the boys.
Well, here's the replay, and give him credit here. Darren this time is ready off of the first shot. It's blocked, but then he's right there in position with the left foot to put it home.
Yeah, once again, Tariq, the little things, right? You got to kind of get in front of the defender there when the ball is coming off the boards. You're always at
two opportunities. Gave him 2 opportunities to get the shot off. Ball gets played off the boards, and you don't get the first block, but then the ball comes back to him because you're late getting the second block as well.
(3-2). Utica City takes the lead. Yellowback clears. So we've had 2 power play goals and 2 restart goals of the 5 in this game.
Which is not common when you have 2 evenly matched teams, 2 experienced teams. It's hard to score in the flow of play.
Here's Dantas.
And I don't know about you, Lee, but I feel like this game has got a little bit of a playoff atmosphere to it.
For sure. Look at Uta's coming in here after beating the Blast last week and looking to kind of cement themselves as a team to beat in the league.
Yeah, they're trying to make their statement now.
Replay here on the foul on Dantas. Got pushed from behind. Blast keep possession. Donatelli goes past Dantas. Vinny with the recovery off the boards in front.
Vinny does a really good job to fight off a double there.
Callahan. Good job by Pereira fighting back. And now Jawan controls. Josh Hughes back on the floor.
Little line change here.
Good patience.
John Orlando with a nice run. Miscommunication with Hoxie. Utica City pinned in the corner. Nice D here by Hoxie. DeRue finally clears it. Hughes heads it away from Kenaway.
Hughes does a great job of coming over and rotating there defensively. I don't think that was necessarily his spot.
Orlando helps in the corner. He gets taken down. Tavernisi has a drive. That's knocked away by Vanzella. And William plays it off the glass and over.
So it doesn't take much to have a turnover and shot in this game.
No, it does not. Kick in here for Utica City. Just beyond the corner kick spot. Quick chip to the far side. Salas a drive. That's blocked.
I know this is going to be a topic of discussion at halftime, but the Blast have got to be careful with these free kicks that they're giving Utica. Way too many set pieces.
Salas blocked. Nascimento settles. Mello to his right. Cuts it. Can't get a shot off. Mello follows. Good steal by Tavernisi. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Tavernisi crosses to the wing. That's knocked away.
Good job.
John Orlando controls and.
Good job by the Blast because they were under the gun there. 3v2 against.
Well, you know, Danny Kelly team is always going to work hard, right?
Very true.
Yellowback coughs it up to the double team. Fights it back. Fights to get it back. No one does. Tavernisi to the corner. Diesel. Orlando eliminated. Now Yellowback, good touch. Just a bit too far for Raymond and forces them to run it down on the sideline.
The Blast is struggling here a little bit when they're getting pressured in transition. They've coughed the ball up 2 or 3 times in the back, which is very uncharacteristic of a team like this.
Here's DeRue on a run. Oh, cut off by Pereira. Here's Dantas. Dantas 2-on-3. Cuts it back.
Hoping to see a delay 2 minutes there. I thought he pulled him down a little bit.
Grabbed the jersey, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure the officials saw that from behind the play.
Yeah, I thought Juan got pulled down there.
Donatelli in front of the Blast bench.
A little stagnant here when they have possession of the ball. I'm not seeing that same type of movement that we saw in the first quarter.
To the corner for Dantas. Double team comes. Dantas can't spin. Pereira, though, able to follow it up and play it back for Elton.
Once again, Utica's doing a very good job of doubling down. Blast have to do a little bit better job of movement off the ball.
Pereira's pass stolen away. Vitale can't clear, but Salas right there to help. Callahan far side. Ubi Parapovic drives it to the front, no one home. Vitale pinches in. Here's Roberts.
Utica's got a good stretch of pressuring and creating turnovers in the Blast defensive end.
Yeah, I was just writing that down, Tariq. I think their transitional moments are stronger than the Blast right now.
To the corner for Roberts. Donatelli kicks that away. Hoxie in his own end.
I think we're definitely seeing a change in momentum here.
Coughlin. Tavernisi in the corner. Good ball to the middle. Oh, smart play by Hoxie there. Lets it go through. Mello on the counter. Mello to the middle. Shoots. And it's wide.
I think Jonathan has the ability. So when we talk about players who can take games over, I think these are the moments when your players who are elite need to take over, and Mello has to be that guy, I think, for the Blast.
We'll see if he can do it as we get through this second quarter. 6:55 left here in quarter number 2. Utica 3, Blast 2. Back with more. You're watching Blast Soccer on MASL TV.
Test.
All right, Utica 3, Blast 2, 6:55 left in the
Test
second.
1,
Let's
2.
continue our conversation from off air. Lee, you talked about it. Utica City and Tariq doing a nice job of, forcing pressure on the Blast in their end of their third.
Yeah, listen, the second they lose the ball in their in the Blast defensive end, they put a lot of pressure, and they've created a lot of turnovers and won the ball back and were able to hold it for long periods of time.
Tariq, I guess the counter to that, right?
The counter to that has
Boards,
got to be
boards, right?
using the
Boards,
boards
quick,
and-
one-touch
and
soccer, right?
And the Blast have got to run guys out. I think they're allowing the pressure by trying to hold the ball and not running and stretching the field.
Absolutely.
All right, we start here with the goalkeeper distribution. Coughlin just wings it down the floor.
Paul, I think I'm back.
I kind of liked it before.
I think that was the one thing that I liked about that rule. It did get rid of the keepers just throwing it into the other end.
See, I kind of liked it before because the keepers did, or at least they tried to do a better job of distributing to their own team. Now guys are just winging it down the floor into the corner.
Now you just toss it up.
Well, we're going to get an illegal procedure here on the Blast. And William Vanzello needs to be careful because he's going to get a misconduct if he's not careful.
Well, the Blast need to set up because the ref's about to blow the whistle here, and we're not set up. There we go.
And it was a controversial play.
Now we have 3 guys on the right side. Salas coming over.
Oh, saved this time by Vanzello.
I don't even know if Vanzella saw that shot, though.
I don't think he did.
Paul, do you have me?
Not much time to react there.
Hughes run off by Callahan. Good ball up ahead. Quick drive, and Vanzello steers that away. William, a nice read here, and William's just angry right now. He's still angry about that illegal procedure
I
call.
think he can tell that they're playing they're not. This is a little bit uncharacteristic of their team, and they're feeling a little bit of the pressure and getting a little frustrated.
Paul, can you hear me?
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, there we go.
Andrew down on the field. What's
Hey,
going on, Andrew?
Welcome back, Andrew.
Hey, guys. It's been a fun first quarter. It's the second quarter now. Yes, you're absolutely right. The bench, they're a little out of sorts right now, and Utica definitely has the momentum on their side as the Blast are struggling a little bit, and the anger is carrying through.
Hey, Andrew, what's been the mentality down there on the Blast bench over the last 5-6 minutes?
Well, I mean, I think they're definitely frustrated. I think there's been a little frustration with the officiating. And Utica's been extremely physical off the ball. They've been putting hands on every player as they're making a run. And I think, when teams play back-to-back games against each other, and especially with the Blast losing, I think there's a little bit of frustration on the Blast bench right now.
And that's why I say that you normally don't see this type of physical play and up-tempo until late in the season. So that's why I kind of mentioned, it feels like that little playoff atmosphere right now with how they're going at each other.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, as one of the officials down here, not one of the game officials, but one of the league officials down here said, is this the third game of the year or a playoff game?
Right.
There's Dantas. Oh, Diesel was forced to play that. Almost a turnover. Good pressure by Bordeaux, and it's a turnover for the Blast.
Yeah, it's a good tackle by Mike to break that up.
Quick shot to the corner. Rayleigh on that. Ball hits the official. Dantas makes the steal, and Dantas so big, he just got run, and really was not the worst for wear on that play, as I think Callahan
got fouled.
Callahan got the worst of it. Here's the replay.
Time, I think Callahan got the worst of that one.
That's just a smart veteran play. He knew he was going to have trouble getting the ball, so he put his body between man and ball.
Steal.
I think Pereira missed an opportunity there.
Well, Pereira's going to get another chance here, but Yelovac runs it down. Stolen away by Donatelli. Blast with some pressure. Donatelli will win this. Elton, quick cut. Far side, Donatelli lets it go through. Chip towards Hoxie, that's knocked away. Andrew controls, tries to shoot, that's blocked. Goes off of Hoxie to the bench. It'll be a free kick for Utica City.
So I just don't think the Blast has gotten used to the pressure yet. They're just not recognizing that Utica is high pressing them. They're getting caught with the ball on their foot too often.
And one thing too, if the Blast can adjust, they're going to create a lot of 2-on-1, 3-on-2 opportunities if they can get the ball out.
Honestly,
they've got to run out. That's what they're not doing.
I'm sure as a coach, Danny's looking to use their aggressiveness against them, but the players have to move the ball in order for that to happen.
Well, I definitely think they're struggling with getting the ball out of double teams. That's been a point of emphasis every time out, looking at how do you get the ball out of a double team.
Well, another turnover. We just talked about that, and that's exactly what happened there. Foul called on Orlando. John Orlando picks the foul.
Supporting runners so much more important. When the double teams come in, you've got to have the running support to get rid of the ball quicker.
I'm sure it's going to be something that Danny and David talk about at halftime. Just the spacing. They've got to be closer to one another so they can play those quick balls when Utica doubles.
Darren Toby now plays it for his keeper. Under 4 to play first half. Utica City clinging to a 1-goal lead. Tavernisi back to his keeper again. It's another one of those games, you think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and you look up and we're almost at halftime, it's 3-2.
Wow,
it's been full of action, though.
I was going to say, yeah, to be fair, I think both keepers have done a good job making some saves, even though I thought Utica's keeper was a little bit shaky. He has made some saves.
Oh, good turn by Nascimento, 2-on-1. Quick, Orlando, shot! Save by Coughlin.
Very nice ball by Nascimento.
It's one of the fewer opportunities that the Blast have actually been able to get behind their defense, or 2v1, 2v2, 3v2. We haven't seen many of those.
That's because they got out of a double team.
Right.
Midfield pass blocked away off of the head of Kenaway. Free kick for the Blast on the far side. Now, packed house here tonight. Diesel, Dos Santos.
Back-to-back sellouts for Baltimore to start the season.
By the way, guys, Adriano Dos Santos is the leading goal scorer for the Blast right now. Pretty crazy, right? Mello.
He might have the goal of the year as well right now.
That's true.
With that overhead kick.
Diesel's shot goes wide. Blast recover. Mello. Adriano, just a player, and Lee, he really early in his career reminded me of you, just a guy willing to go into the corners and do the dirty work. But now he's developed into an all-around player.
No,
he's
absolutely.
Played every position for the Blast. he first started here, he was a striker, and then he moved back to midfield. And he's given them so much experience over the years.
Dantas now with the turn, marked by Toby. Good block there by Toby. He keeps it in play as well. Hughes heads it back into the Utica City end. Salas, pressured by Mello, turns it over. Good job by the Blast on the pressure there.
Very unfortunate on the turn by Dantas. He actually, he had him. He was going to goal. The ball bounced up right before he took a touch. Just very unfortunate on a great turn. So this is what the Blast need to do. They need to stretch them out. They need to stretch Utica out. Don't allow the double teams. Look at, you can receive it in the corner. No one's around you.
It's Dos Santos. Donatelli. 1:20 to play. First half. Hoxie. Left foot. Pereira. Donatelli's pass goes over the boards.
So Tariq, what do you think? Are they, Utica's able to double team, I think, because of a lack of movement from the Blast, don't you think?
Talked about it. It's the off-the-ball run support that we're not getting right now.
Steal shot just wide by Donatelli.
Fantastic shot.
If there's a double team, there's somebody open, right? And that guy that's open has got to get to a spot to help.
But more so, I think they're allowed to double because when the ball is going in, the player who's playing the ball is stationary. So that player's doubling down, knowing his man isn't dangerous. Right? So if the ball goes back out to that guy, they're okay with it.
Foul here, Nascimento goes down.
Got a little jawing going on there. Once again, a product of playing a team back-to-back.
And we'll also get a delay of game warning. Callahan gets it for kicking the ball away after.
And one of the things we used to say, Lee, in our playing days was if your man goes to double, then you should be that first guy to get there and put yourself in a dangerous position to get the ball.
Absolutely.
Donatelli presides. Pereira lets it fly. That's just wide. Rebound.
Oh, what a great shot.
Coughlin right there to make the play.
Unfortunate Juan didn't get the bounce there.
Foul called. Pereira spilled. Ubi Parapovic will pick that up. There's the replay of the save. Plenty of time here. Pereira to the corner. Yelovac tries to clear. Now Cemento steps in. Giveaway. Here's Pereira. Oh, nice step in by Tavernisi. Tavernisi's played well on both ends. Parapovic, 15 left. Stolen away.
You talk about Tavernisi and how much he's done with his point production so far this season. But looking here out in the field, he's doing a lot of work defensively as well.
No,
2 seconds.
absolutely.
1 second. That's going to do it for the half. Blast trail at the half. Utica City with a solid first half of play. It's Utica City Football Club 3 and the Blast 2 back with halftime after the break. You're watching Blast Soccer on MASL TV.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our mission and passion for 100 years, and will be for 100 more. We help protect Maryland workers because
at the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your local agent or visit us online.
The story is changing. The words ever evolving. Bolder, braver, We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings, it's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day, we're proving it. Welcome to the new TU.
And welcome back to Baltimore. After one half of play, Utica City leads the Baltimore Blast by a score of 3-2. Guys, let's take a look at the first half highlights. And Utica City got on the board first. And Utica City played an outstanding half in that first half of play. They started on the restart.
Yeah, it's a well-designed set piece. They basically overloaded that right-hand side with 3 guys. They had 44 kind of come around.
And you see Donatelli will answer with the shootout goal. Nice job between the 5-hole for Donatelli to make it 1-1.
And he bent that one.
But again, guys, Utica City on the set piece here. Another nice job of getting on the board.
Extremely dangerous, and extremely organized, and you can tell they know each other's tendencies and design plays to match.
They've hit that free kick at least 3 times where they just kind of come around and just try to hit it right next to the wall.
The only goal of play in the half came from Josh Hughes, the assist, as he fed Andrew Hoxie for the goal to make it 2-2, but Utica City got the last word.
Yeah, so they were on a man down, and I forget who it was, kind of got caught on the wrong side of the defender there. He got the ball off the wall and got 2 shots at it.
Yeah, Darren Toby with the goal there to make it 3-2 Utica City. Guys, we should mention, too, no Daniel Peruzzi tonight. He tore his ACL in the game at Utica City, but no Gonzaga for Lucio not in the lineup as well for Utica City, serving a suspension. So both these teams playing a little shorthanded tonight.
Yeah, the Blast is obviously affected a lot more because Peruzzi's the entire year with the ACL, but I don't think, to be honest with you, it's affecting Utica that much. They have a very experienced team, a very experienced roster. I think Danny Kelly and David, really smart adjustment dressing 2 goalkeepers and not putting a young player in this situation where they may struggle and kind of over their head with this tempo early on in the season.
Twofold there, too, because, we saw the situation last year against St. Louis where, Pat Healy had to play 3 quarters in goal because of the injury to Vanzella. So you have a little bit of backup, and you're not putting some of your young players in harm's way.
The other part of that, though, the opposite end of that is, of course, the Blast playing with a shorter bench, not having Peruzzi's experience out there, and the Blast struggling running off the ball. You're interested to see how that affects the Blast with their legs in the third and fourth quarter with their conditioning early in the season.
Yeah, but honestly, Andrew, at this point, these guys, they're ready to go 4 quarters. I don't think it should affect them that much.
Yellowback starts it for Utica City. Little back heels knocked away by Dos Santos. And out comes Diesel. Diesel plays to the corner. Darren Toby runs that down. Harassed by Donatelli. Tony gets the ball back. Works on the double team. Dos Santos steps in. Comes off the boards. And finally the ball is cleared. Diesel, though, right there for the Blast.
And, Paul, you mentioned Lucio being suspended for tonight's game, a 2-game suspension from the league. Talking to him before the game, and he's upset because this is the second year in a row he's missed a game here in Baltimore in the short field, which he loves playing on. Not being able to play on this field where he said, I can shoot from anywhere. He's unhappy about the suspension and missing another game here in this CQ arena.
Dantas couldn't beat the double team in the corner. Distribution for Callahan on the far side. And here's DeRue. Plays off for his keeper. Blast have not lost here in Baltimore at the CQ Arena in their first year and then +1 game last time out. In jeopardy, though, this is a good match right here.
Yep, this is 2 teams that are battling, but there's plenty of time here left in this game. They're just down 1.
Well, last year the 2 teams played together 6 times. The Blast won 5 times, but that's a little misleading in that every game the Blast won last year was a 1-score game, 2 of them in overtime, and then the 1 game Syracuse was able to win was a 6-4 game to end the regular season.
Yeah, these 2 teams have a history of playing close games. Hoxie, quick turn, shot blocked. Run down by Sam Guernsey, who's on the field. Guernsey gets taken down. They say play on. Good ball for Salas here on the near side. Salas off the boards. Blast right there defensively. Follow-up. That's knocked away, and 3 lines will be the call.
I think the biggest difference that you see between this year and last year's team for Utica is the Syracuse players have kept their core group of guys, but they've really plugged in some experience in some certain spots, and that's really taken them into where they're positioned where they're getting a couple goals here and there.
And Tariq, in the first 6 quarters here, quick shot saved by Vanzella. The biggest thing that stands out, too, to me is how much better they are defensively.
And I think that's what we're talking about. They pick up Steven DeRue, who's an ex-Blast player and won a couple championships here playing for the Blast. They pick up Braithwaite. So these are guys that are experienced, and even though Braithwaite is a striker, knows how to defend, and DeRue comes in and has tons of experience defending.
And you can't forget that Ryan Hall was a good defender, right? So that's probably his imprint on an already talented team, is making them a little bit more defensive oriented.
Bad pass, turnover. Orlando, nice feed for Mello. And Mello will control now. Vanzella for Rayleigh. Rayleigh gets away from his defender. Nascimento, cross shot, goal! Orlando! And we're tied at 3.
So that ball from William is the ball I would like to see a little bit more, where the Blast defenders are higher up the field, kind of breaking that first line of defending.
And there you see the replay. You talked about it, Rayleigh across the midfield line, and a great feed across. I believe that was Nascimento that fed Orlando for the goal.
It's great unselfish play. Great unselfish play by Nascimento, and it's like you said, Lee, what we mentioned in off air, the switch play, looking for that back post in the weak side.
Absolutely. When a team is pressing aggressively, you've got to move the ball quickly to the opposite side of the field to try to create numbers.
Time to go 3:01. Mistake here as we'll get a restart top of the arc for Utica City.
Now this
Blast has really got to do a better job of not giving up these free kicks. A bit unlucky because he's working hard defensively. Goes off the tip of his toe and out.
Now they've come around and hit this 2 or 3 times. Watch for the fake to Salas down low here.
Oh, good ball. Great save by Vanzella. That's a great play design.
They shifted where the wall was. They shifted the wall to take away before his shot.
Well, one thing to keep an eye on, if Hughes gets on the end of that wall next time, his legs were wide open. He was giving away a nutmeg if he positioned him properly.
Donatelli chips to the corner. Bordeaux forced back. Nice play up on the boards, taken away. Chance now. Yellowback. Save by Vanzella.
What a great play by Tony.
Bordeaux wins the ball back. William does such a good job of making himself wide and using his feet to make those saves on the corners.
Yeah, he's a very good shot stopper.
That's your typical futsal save, right?
That it is.
Come out, you go big, and you throw your foot at it, and the ball just wraps around the boards there and out of danger.
Turned by Yellowback. Pushed off by Diesel. Recovers. Vanzella cuts the angle down and makes the save. Chance now for the Blast if they hurry. Hughes down the wing. Pulls it back. Oh, nice play by Bordeaux to step in.
Yeah, but we've got to keep that ball there. So that's one of those where we have to exploit their double teaming.
Tavernisi mishits it. Vanzella right there to make the play.
Williams
and Vanzella
hurt.
looked like he's a little shaken up.
He took that one in the ribs. He came out really far to cut the angle on that shot from, I think it was the captain who hit that one.
Oh, Yellowback. It was Yellowback, right?
Yeah. And I got to say, Yellowback, listen, I got to give him a shout out because he went to Albany, University of Albany, the
right,
Great Danes.
There you go.
My old college.
Now Heather Colbus is out to check on William. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Pretty good shot to the ribs there.
I have you guys up here. We need to talk about this. Heather, of course, is the athletic trainer for the Blast, but, you guys know, so important, right? So important to make sure you guys are good to go. The little nicks and injuries that you have, taking care of you before games, all that stuff.
We had one of the best in the business, Marty McGinty, for a lot of years there.
Without a doubt, they kind of keep you bandaged up all year long. So, and like Tariq said, Marty was fantastic.
Pereira now in the corner. He plays away from the double team. Elton, Dos Santos. Blast reset. Dos Santos goes around Tavernisi. Here's Pereira.
Adriano was a little upset there that he didn't get someone overlapping him when he was bringing the ball in.
Mello.
We talked about the run support in certain situations a little bit lacking tonight.
Pereira for Rayleigh.
Much better by the Blast with their movement.
Blast have not led in this game. Tavernese has it taken away. Good pressure there in the defensive end. Mello. Little back heel, good read. But Mello recovers. Plays it back for Vanzella. Oh, good ball here. Chance, 2-on-1. Rayleigh down the wing. Rayleigh in front, shot. Blocked away. Good defense in the box that time on Hoxie.
Yeah, a little bit too far behind Hoxie there. As the right ball just kind of played a little bit too far behind him.
Mello, shot, save. Coughlin as he got the foot out to make that play.
Loving this effort that the Blast is pressing in Utica's end there in transition.
And that's probably one of those things that you talk about at halftime, correct? Coach Danny probably mentioned to them about stepping up their pressure a bit and making turnovers, turning those into scoring opportunities.
Oh, good ball. Nascimento. Oh, Pereira with the run. That's knocked away. Nascimento steps in. They say play on. Utica trying to change. Blast trying to catch him in a bad change. Here's Rayleigh. Nascimento. Marco chips to the middle. Sam Guernsey on the field for the Blast.
Much better spacing, much better movement by the Blast.
Orlando shot blocked. Dos Santos. Guernsey able to recover. Dos Santos marked by Daru. Good pressure.
Come on, Mark.
Last clear. Nascimento wins the ball. Off the boards. Donatelli steps in. A foul called here. It's going to be on Utica City. We'll get a free kick for the Blast. Donatelli wanted 2 minutes. I believe it's just going to be a foul, and Orlando urges the crowd.
Great movement here by the Blast. Great ball off the board.
Yeah, Tavernese pushes him off the ball. Just a foul, though.
No, I think that's a great call. It's a foul, but it's not 2 minutes. I'd be calling for 2 minutes too, but it's not.
Well, here we go, restart. Blast with the set piece here, just inside the old three-point line. Tavernese still upset.
Well, I think he's more upset about the play before that where he got spilled on a little bit of contact and there was no call.
I would like to see a quick little ball. Looks like to maybe Adriano here.
Oh, Donatelli takes the strike.
Okay.
And he puts it up over the bar and the glass. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1, 2, 7:54 left here in the third. Blast and Utica tied at 3. Back with more. You're watching Blast Soccer on MASL TV.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to Baltimore. Tied at 3, Blast and Utica. Tariq, some frustrated Utica City players, but a nice job by their coach, keeping them focused, right?
You know, he walked right out there on the field, and the first thing he was saying is trying to get his guys back into the huddle to make sure that they stay focused on what the next play is. A lot of times you don't see that from coaches, and professional players can kind of lose their concentration worrying about the last play instead of thinking about the next play.
Well, not only that, but you spend a good minute with the officials and you're not talking about what you're doing next.
Exactly
and
right.
There's nothing you can do to change it.
Exactly right. You're not going to change that last call. And a lot of times you might even frustrate the referee even more and not get the next call.
Nice job by Ryan Hall for Utica City there in the timeout. So we'll get a free kick here. It's going to be a kick in for Utica City on the far board.
I actually thought that went off the back of Salas's head. Adriano did well there. He's got to look over his shoulder here, cutting in. There you go.
Salas with the left foot goes around the turn, and Vanzella gets a paw on it and knocks it down. Over top of Dos Santos. Salas plays it forward. Mello gets pushed from behind. Foul here on Callahan.
The acceleration there
Paul,
from Mello.
So, Paul, the one thing I've noticed is that Blast is really making an effort to get their distribution deeper, right? So they're trying to break the Utica's first line of defending.
Settled by Dantas. Vinny backs his defender in. Turns far side, Dos Santos. Marked by Salas. Here's Mello. Mike Diesel back on the floor for the Blast. Mello on the season. 2 goals, 3 assists, and a marriage proposal.
Successful.
One of the better games I've seen. Very successful.
Yeah, he wants to make sure we include successful. He converted it.
A good one-touch soccer here. Raley goes to the corner for Hoxie off the boards in front. Hughes knocks it away. Run down.
Some great pattern play from the Blast to work the ball out of the back. Defender shows short to help Vanzella. The one-touch pass to get across the field. And they're using that weak side pressure, the strong side pressure, and beating it with a weak side pass that we talked about, Lee.
Raley for Donatelli. Play for Hoxie into the corner. Andrew settles. Can't quite pull the trigger. Goes turn. Off the boards, not much pace. And Coughlin able to grab that.
So what a great adjustment by Danny at halftime, not allowing Utica to double as much. His movement, the guy passing the ball, has moved every time away from the ball. So his man could not double.
Well, good ball here. Parapovic's little chip was knocked away by William. Pereira off the boards. Here come the Blast, 2-on-1. Pereira tries to thread the needle, blocked nicely, though, by Raymond.
And at times, that's what you got to do, right? Pereira breaks a triple team at midfield with a nice little touch off the boards.
Foul call. This is going to be on Pereira.
I think he's the worst for wear there.
Well, I think Juwan, I think he got held up a little bit, and then because he got held up, he tried. He tried to make an adjustment and ended up committing the foul. Here's the replay. He's being grabbed, and then he caught the back of Salas. It looked like, and that's where the foul happened. Raley all over Ubi Parapovic.
How about Raley having to go from DeRosa to Ubi
Tough
Parapovic?
break there. Shot. Vanzella parries it away. Foul called here on Pereira. That's 2 quick ones on Juwan.
That's a tough call there when there's an official directly over top of it. The other official steps in from all the way across the field.
Yeah, it's interesting. The official across the field called that one, not the one right next to him.
Really knocks it away. Cemento plays it up high. 50-50 ball won by Utica City and headed forward by Pereira, right under the hands of Coughlin. Good one here tonight. Bordeaux heads into the corner. Tavernisi battles. Elton can't clear it. Nascimento now. He does. Here's Elton now, one-on-one. Plays to Donatelli. Tony tries to turn. That's blocked away.
Urapovic has done a great job. Sorry, Paul. Urapovic has done a great job defensively today, getting back and helping his teammates out.
Chance. Guernsey, that shot blocked. Bordeaux, step in. Here's Nascimento. Marco turns, run off. Again, there's Ubi Parapovic in his own end. Ball knocked away, one-on-one, shot goal! Bordeaux, the advantageous player as the ball got deflected into the back of the net.
Yeah, a costly turnover in a field this small. The turnover leads right into a fast break.
Bordeaux makes them pay. 10:31 the time of the goal.
Get a ton of situations where there's turnover, touch, shot. Turnover, touch, shot.
That being said, that was a very nice finish.
Orlando fights into the corner. Loose. And foul called here on Mello. DeRue slow to get up.
Blast, they've got to keep their heads here a little bit. They're getting a little frustrated. There was a little frustration after that last goal.
Coughlin tries for solace. Vanzella comes out, makes the play. Kenaway runs it down. Coughlin tries for the corner, but instead Vanzella nabs it just to the inside of the box.
You think William thought about it for a second?
I sure thought about it for him if he didn't. I thought he was going to unleash that.
Late whistle.
I would have tried that one.
Yeah, right? Late whistle. What do you got to lose? I mean, you're throwing the ball down that end anyway, right? That's what they've been doing.
I think the keeper honestly just forgot about the distance of this field because honestly, I think William could have thrown that in.
Restart here for the Blast inside the yellow line. Here's Mello. He'll preside. One-man wall. Dantas. Diesel tries to turn, give and go, but Dantas couldn't get to the spot. Out comes DeRue. Callahan mishits it, but good follow by Kenaway. They pressure Coughlin. And out comes Utica City. Utica City has led or been tied all game. The Blast has not had a lead in this game. Here's Mello. Dos Santos back for Mello. Jonathan to the middle, keeps it alive. Here's Elton.
Like to see the Blast continue their movement. They've been much better in this third period here with their movement creating opportunities.
Bordeaux deflected that. Coughlin fields it and heaves it into the Blast end. Oh, nifty play defensively by Dos Santos to read that bounce.
I think he got a little dizzy there.
Hoxie clears
Got a
far
2-on-1
side.
here. Quick.
To the box, touch,
Great.
goal! Josh Hughes, what an adjustment from Donatelli, and the Blast have tied it again.
That's just an experienced indoor player right there. Donatelli recognizing that 2-on-1, and although he played a tough ball into the box, he still gave his forward a chance there to finish.
Here,
That's an experienced clearance by Hoxie as well. He has a difficult time getting the pass direct, so he plays it off the boards, the opposite boards, to get it to Donatelli.
How about Hughes just doing whatever he could just to get a foot on the ball and get it towards target, right?
Great first touch.
Yeah, I was going to say, absolutely, Tariq. If you watch that, what a fantastic first touch with his left foot to come across his body and then use the outside of his right foot to put it in the net.
Now for Josh Hughes, his first goal of the season. And we talked about this last week, Lee. Blast have 4 goals. They have 4 different goal scorers.
Absolutely. It's been the strength of this team for years.
Donatelli around one defender. Plays for Guernsey. Sam in the corner. Plays cross field. Nascimento. Little back heel, but Yellowback read that. Good step in. Guernsey keeps it alive. No foul called.
No foul called there.
Utica stopped because they all assumed they just didn't hear the whistle.
Nascimento's gotta handle that ball better and get a one-touch shot off.
Vanzella now has some room. 1:30 left in the third quarter, tied at 4. What a game tonight.
I'd love to see the Blast get one here before the end of the third quarter to see how Utica handles being down.
Well, that's what I was going to mention, Lee. You stole the words right out of the mouth. But one of the things that Blast have always done is gone on runs of scores, scoring multiple goals without giving up one.
Here's Coughlin, gives it away. Oh, here's Donatelli, or here's Dantas with a chance. Vinny uses the body, but again, great step in by Yellowback. Tavernisi in the corner. We'll mark that one down. That was a big chance for the Blast. I don't think Dantas realized he had the ball in his foot there for a second.
No, he was looking over his shoulder to see where his man was defensively, and the ball popped to him.
Vitali, good ball to the corner, Yelovac. Off the shoulder, good chip. They put it into Vanzella, and he controls over Tavernisi.
Yelovac is a really big man.
Nice ball. Mello tries for Pereira. Tavernisi goes down. Foul called. 18 seconds left.
Close
That's a good
to 2
foul
minutes
call.
there.
Almost 2 minutes.
Very close to 2 minutes.
Very
there.
close to 2 minutes. It was a good foul, but
Yeah, I mean,
easily been 2 minutes.
well, that's the thing. Tavernisi going towards goal.
Yes.
That's what you want to see, right? If you want to see a scoring league, when you take away scoring opportunities, it should be 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, there was a guy sneaking in the back run here too. If he gets through there, he's got somebody else at the back post waiting for the pass.
Here's Yelovac. Drive. Vanzella the save.
I will say this, Ryan Hall did not tell his team to calm down on that one. Like he did
Good.
after the timeout.
Good defensive play by Kenaway there. 7 seconds. Ball headed to the corner. 1 second. That's going to do it. We're going to head to the fourth quarter. All knotted at 4. After 3 quarters of play, the Blast 4, Utica City 4. Back with fourth quarter action after the break. You're watching Blast Soccer on MASL TV.
Was that a mistake?
Welcome back to Baltimore. 4-4 after 3 quarters of play. Should be an entertaining fourth quarter here at the CQ Arena. Hey, get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams. Make sure you are following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Guys, development for Utica City. We see Andre Braithwaite is not really in uniform. He's got the jersey off, and he's sitting on the back of the Utica City bench, so we'll see if he participates anymore tonight.
He's in sweats right now, so it looks like he might be out the rest of the game.
Yeah, he's got his soccer shoes off. He's done for the night.
Do you know if he's injured or?
He didn't. He turned down medical attention, is the word I'm getting here on the bench. But we don't know any more than that, other than he turned down medical attention. But he will not be returning tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting.
He played a major role.
No, he played well in the first half.
First half.
Definitely a defensive
balls
presence.
up in the corner.
Yeah.
Their keeper was giving outlet passes and being able to break the lines by throwing the ball up to him.
So, Paul, as you mentioned, the Blast have not led in this game.
Correct.
So I would love to see how Utica handles being down on the road, because it starts to get to you mentally, right? So you start to remember. You start to remember last year when you kept getting close and you were tied and you'd always lose by 1. So I'm interested to see how they would handle going down by 1 here.
Here we go. Blast will start. Dos Santos to the corner. Pressure by Donatelli. Toby holds him off. Quick chip, that's stolen away. Dantas tries to turn, that's knocked away. Still loose, goes to the corner. Orlando challenges, but a nice outlet for Salas. And Salas' touch is fielded by Vanzella. Good distribution for Dantas off the boards and high. Comes to the near side. Ball away from Donatelli. Dos Santos lets it go through, and John Orlando right there for the blast. Dos Santos with the turn. That's blocked away by Daru. Oh, good battle by Dos Santos. He's fouled by Ubi Parapovic.
Adriano must have done some meditation in the offseason. I don't know. The old Adriano would not have gotten up after that and shaken
All right, guys.
hands.
So far this year, we've seen Adriano talk to an official in a nice manner, and now we've seen him just be calm.
Let it go 3.
It happens as you get older, boys. You lose that edge a little bit. You need that energy just to play.
It's unbelievable.
Coughlin to the boards for Tavernisi. That's headed away. Guernsey battles nicely in there.
It's like Jabu. What's the guy from Major League out there?
Jobu.
Jobu, yeah. He's found his piece.
And see, I like this play. Guernsey didn't have anywhere to go, so he just drives it into the other end and allows the blast to pressure.
So, guys.
And get changes.
So, guys, have you noticed that Utica's kind of slowed down a little bit with their pressing? So they kind of went all out there in the first 2, maybe 2.5 quarters. Do you think their legs are a little bit heavy right now?
Well, you guys tell me. I mean, it's tough to play that style for 4 quarters, right?
Yeah, we've mentioned it before, that playoff atmosphere and that playoff tempo, that high tempo and high press.
Absolutely. To keep that kind of tempo this early in the season, especially this early in the season, takes a toll on your legs.
And to me, it's not even a physical thing, guys, is it? As much as it is a mental thing, right?
Oh,
absolutely.
It's both. Physically, to play at that level this early in the season is very difficult. Toward the end of the season in playoffs,
real nice
player.
chances. Hoxie took that off his line. Blast come out now. Stolen away. Good follow, though. Good work as Hughes didn't get the first clear, but he fouled up and got the ball and won the possession.
I don't know if you guys noticed how Blast were able to break pressure there. Adriano takes a huge sprint out, and that's one of the ways how you break pressure. This guy's got to run out of the back.
The Utica bench went absolutely insane, believing that was a handball there on the save and the goal by Andrew Hoxie.
It was tough to tell from this angle.
Well, they were fully convinced, and Ryan Hall's in danger of getting a yellow card here as he is.
Mello steals, shot blocked away. Mello gets the rebound. Continues to fight, but he's run off. That's a foul. That could be 2 minutes. Let's see.
No, not out. Wow. That's the second one.
That's a big break for the Blast.
That's a huge break.
Yeah,
that's a dangerous play right there.
And he's going to bring him over. The third official now is going to bring him over.
That is a dangerous
They're going to correct this.
They're going to
bring
talk.
the trainer out and they'll talk. They'll correct this. I would be shocked if they don't see a blue here. So Utica's bench just got a misconduct.
Nascimento needs to step out of that zone there. No reason for him to be in that referee discussion area.
So it looks like we're just going to foul here.
Now this is where I think Ryan Hall is going to have a little bit more influence with the referees. So at the end of the quarter when his players were really going at the refs and he took them away from the refs and said, good job, they kind of remember that. So now when he actually says, hey, something's going on here, I think they tend to listen a little bit more because he's not barking at them the entire time.
There you go.
AKA
That's the way they work the refs, huh?
AKA Liquor.
You know.
Lee never subscribed to that theory, did he?
No, he never learned.
All right, here we go. Restart or a free kick for Utica City.
Well, and how about this for a little insight? We talked last week about what David Baskin brings to the team as the assistant coach and his knowledge of the rules. So recognizing the coach came on the field as an injury timeout there, the Blast were able to sub. Ordinarily they wouldn't be able to sub, but they subbed in that situation. The Blast got a fresh set of legs on in that situation, whereas most teams wouldn't have known they could take advantage of that.
Ball chested back to Vanzella. Great outlet here for Pereira in the corner. Oh, Jawan couldn't settle. Callahan steals and clears it.
So once again, look at the body language from Utica. They're taking some deep breaths. They're not pressing as high anymore. I truly think that they've kind of burned their legs a little bit. If the Blast can take advantage of this, a little bit of a lull.
Dantas kicks it out of play. Trying to go back for Diesel there. Getting back to the point earlier before we had the foul, we talked about Dos Santos making the run. I've heard Danny talk about that a lot. Get out of the zone quickly and make somebody account for you, and that's a good way to relieve pressure as well.
It's a great way to break pressure.
Steal by the Blast. Here comes Dantas. Dantas 1-on-2 to the middle. Vinny still has it. Quick shot off the boards in front, chested down, and it's saved by Coughlin. Good chance there for the Blast. Orlando down the boards, off the glass in front. That one headed back and saved by Coughlin.
Great run by Vinny. He got the ball caught under his foot. He was trying to pass that to Orlando earlier, but he couldn't get it off his foot.
That's the second time, Lee, tonight that Vinny has really had some misfortune as he's tried to bury one.
Yeah, he's made some good.
He's due to get one.
Yeah, he's due, right? Third time's a charm?
Yep.
Here's Orlando. Tries to turn for Hoxie. It's kicked away. DeRue tried to draw a foul.
John Orlando.
Good ball for Salas. Great ball to the corner. Back heel. Oh, bad touch. Distribution here for William.
So Salas has been subbing after 30 seconds, 45 seconds the last couple shifts.
I think he's saving legs, right?
He's breathing hard.
Good clear. Oh, nice header. Elton to the offensive end. Quick turn.
Oh, it's a handball.
That's it.
Play on. Round the turn. Kenaway can't clear it. Rayleigh still has it. Rayleigh keeps going. Still has it. Finally, Darren Toby steps in. Oh, he's trapped. Does a nice job of clearing, but Elton's right there for the Blast.
Great pressure from the Blast in the corner.
Elton to the middle. Plays for Mello. Under 10 to play. Tie ball game.
Once again, much better movement from the Blast here in this second half. They definitely have more legs right now.
Josh Hughes turns and puts it well into the crowd. Goalkeeper distribution here for Coughlin. Again, Utica clears, but no possession time for Utica City here. That's big.
I don't know if you guys noticed, the Blast pulled out some zonal pressure there. Looked like they were playing two guys in the top, two guys in the midfield, and one guy sweeping behind and got that zonal pressure out.
Coughlin for Bordeaux, he lets it go through. Donatelli, though, wins the ball. Off of, they're going to say, Ubi Parapovic, and it'll be a free kick for the Blast. It's a good catch, Tariq. Good mix up there by Danny Kelly defensively.
Way to mix it up. You throw the guys off guard and, can possibly create a turnover just by changing the look of your defense.
Bad break for the Blast as that ball's going to be placed behind the yellow line.
That's
a three-line pass.
And a handball.
Completely missed.
Three-line pass and a handball. No call. Wow.
The ref is signaling that it hit the turf before it crossed the line. Not sure if that was the case, but that's what he's signaling.
No, it definitely wasn't the case at all.
Steal by Nascimento. They play for Elton. Good back heel. Nascimento. Donatelli. Shot. Goal! Donatelli puts the Blast on top.
The Utica players are going at the referee. All of them are surrounding the ref, complaining about the no call on the three-line pass. So I don't know about you, Tariq, but I thought Nascimento.
We're going to see a card
this.
here on Ubi Parapovic.
Here's the back. Here's the replay. two back heels.
Two back heels.
Nascimento with the assist and Donatelli with the finish.
I thought that was one too many back heels or back passes, but it ended up working out. Great finish by Tony.
Andrew, what do you got down on the field?
Well, Obi Parapovich is going to get a card, and then Brandweight just left the bench to come out and yell. So I'm up. We've also had a bench warning, so we'll see a yellow at least. There's the yellow.
Well, you can understand the frustration for Utica City. Obviously, the three-line situation, the handball that wasn't called, and then 30 seconds later, they're staring at their first deficit of the game.
Okay, now let's see how they handle this. They're down for the first time. Little frustration at the referees.
Well, and the big thing here, we talk about this all the time, guys. Now, Slavisa Ubi Parapovich is in the box for the next 5 minutes where he should be out on the field. One of their top guys, but he's in the box.
He's on for every power. He's on their power play. He was the lead guy on their set pieces. So you lose the top guy like that, it's going to make it tough for this last 8 minutes here.
We always talk about composure, composure, composure.
Yeah, and Brian Hall, like you said, Brian Hall did a good job in the third quarter trying to rail these guys in, but now they've become unraveled a bit.
All right, well, Lee, here you go. You wanted to see how Utica City would handle the pressure of being down for the first time in the game.
And I'd like to see how the Blast, go on that run of goals like we talked about.
Ball loose. DeRue can't handle it. Does a nice job to keep possession. Raymond to the corner. Tavernisi. Good touch inside. Shot and a goal! Off the boards. Off Vanzella and in. Give the goal to Callahan, and we're tied at 5.
Well, there's the response.
That answers your response.
Right, there's the response to that. They came out and they were high pressing. They had some energy.
Created some energy in the corner.
Here's the replay. Tavernisi again, just a nice ball there, and then a tough break. Vanzella goes down. It hits off the boards, off of William, and then into the goal. And just 31 seconds after the Blast goal,
very
Utica City comes back and ties.
Unfortunate for Vanzella. He's in a great position, but ball comes off the boards and hits him in the back and then goes in. Unlucky play there.
Steal by the Blast, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Hughes couldn't find Hoxie in the middle, backs it out instead. Good steal by Yelovac. Chance now. Yelovac tries to go back to the middle. Hoxie knocks that away.
Great job by Hoxie.
Hughes has it. Donatelli. Off the boards in front. Callahan kicks that away. Tavernisi on the counter, 2-on-3. Tavernisi drives it off the boards. Chested back by Dos Santos.
I don't know if it was fueled by the goal or fueled by the anger at the referees, but Utica's really picked up their energy again. They were dead there for a while.
Pereira goes around DeRue. Mello.
Good.
For Vanzella. Just an outstanding match here tonight in Baltimore. 5-5 tie with under 7 to play. Oh, good step in there by Toby. Took it away from Nascimento. Darren Toby down the boards. Vanzella pokes that away. Diesel on the counter. Diesel, nice touch to the middle. Nascimento. 5 back, though, for Utica City. Touch to the box. Oh, and Pereira mishits that into the crowd. And we'll have a goal, a goal kick for Utica City on the far side.
Great ball by Mello.
Played well in possession, but hasn't had very few attempts on goal.
Timeout on the floor, 6:26 left. We're tied at 5. Back with more from Baltimore after the break. You're watching Blast Soccer on MASL TV. right, welcome back to Baltimore. 6:26 left blast, and Utica tied at 5. Former Blast defender Mike Lookingland in the house.
Yeah, Mikey, like the rest of us, tugging a couple kids along with him.
And we have to give kudos to Lita Chantarette, who hauled back today. Well, you were supposed to be in Carolina playing soccer tonight, right, or this afternoon?
I was coaching, yeah. So I was in North Carolina with my little guys for National League, and games got canceled, so kind of hightailed it back for the game.
Jumped in the car, got back here. It's been a great broadcast tonight with Lita Chantarette and Tariq Walker. 5-5 tie. Ball cleared by the Blast. Up to head to Dantas. Vinny overruns it.
Paul, you had me worried when you said Mike. I thought we were going to add a fifth person.
Yeah. Dantas taken down, no call.
And Vinny's hurt.
Dantas still down. Salas 1-on-2.
I think he landed on somebody's foot. I think he
play
caught
on
it in the stomach.
This is going to be Tony Donatelli wanted a deflection. Now, if this isn't a deflection,
it should be top of the box.
Should be top of the box. And now Dantas is still down, and nobody's blown a whistle yet. And now they finally see Dantas down in the corner. He seems to be in considerable pain.
I'd like to take a look at that. I wonder if he fell on someone's foot. So he fell really hard, and it looks like he caught something in the stomach, in the ribs area.
Here's the replay. Working in the corner, makes the turn, goes down, and right away starts to grab for his midsection, right? And he's down. It looks like he's coughing.
Yeah, he caught, either he went just heavy on the ground with his chest, or he landed on DeRue's foot.
Ubi Peripovich is running a straight comedy routine from the penalty box over there. Refs have given him a lot of leeway here as he's continued to be upset, and he's having a fun old time in the box giving commentary.
Yeah, I feel his pain.
Well, is that one of those when you know that you've made a mistake,
what that feels
you give
like,
the
baby?
leeway?
I think, the emotions run so high and the intensity is so high, you just kind of get caught up in it sometimes.
By the way, I think this is Vinny's shoulder or his neck when he went down.
I'm not sure. It looked like she was rubbing his
Stomach.
chest or
Chest or
stomach
stomach,
area.
yeah.
She's still rubbing his chest. Yep, kind of right under the pecs.
Maybe some ribs.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely in the chest.
Well, if this was hockey, they'd call it an upper body injury.
True.
He's struggling for sure, though.
I'll go back to the bench. Heather will continue to work on him. Free kick here for Utica City. Again, we saw that last play. Tony Donatelli wanted a deflection. They said it went out off of Donatelli, but they put it down for a kick-in. Loose in the box. And it looks like, nice job by Raley. Looked like it stunned him, but he was able to fight it off and clear the zone. Here's a mistake, a header that goes out of play. Top of the arc here for the Blast.
So that's the third or fourth time William has tried to dump the ball in the corner to either no one or a teammate that was double teamed. It's a little bit surprising. He's usually very strong on his distribution.
I think what we're going to see here is, guys, I think what we're going to see here is
a timeout.
Timeout. The Blast are going to take a look at what they're doing, and they're going to call a timeout. There you go.
There you go.
I guess your options change a little bit. No Dantas on the floor. So that really changes your kind of philosophy here on this set piece.
Yeah.
The Blast runs a similar overload type of play to what we saw that Syracuse run.
I mean,
without having that big shot on the field, they might have to go
having
to
watched Danny at practice over the years, they are meticulous with these set pieces. They go over them and over them and over them with a number of different people that are involved.
I should say that, but I see Dantas here kind of looking in.
Well,
But he
He's
won't.
going to go
that's
back to
another
the bench.
good reason to call the timeout, right?
Yeah,
Because
right.
now it allows them to substitute.
Oh,
off of
true,
that injury.
true. But I don't think he's going to come back in. Is he going to come back in here or not?
He is coming in, yes.
Yeah, he should be available now.
You
If
always-
they don't call that timeout,
He can't come back.
He can't come back
Right.
on.
You always feel better when there's a chance to score.
You're right. That injury starts to
That
feel a little better.
injury,
Those
you
ribs are a
know.
little better.
If it was on the defensive end, he's no so good.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Coach. All right, here's Mello. He'll preside. Three-man wall for Utica City. Dantas sets up shop at the corner of the box.
Tony's got a lot of room on his side.
Here we go. Mello holds. Donatelli, quick shot to goal! Donatelli! The Blast have the lead back.
Fantastic shot by Tony. Utica actually did a very good job on the defensive end there. And Jelnovic put his hands over his head. He was holding his head once again, right?
Replay,
Actually,
The
just
memories of losing.
Guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I actually thought Mello played it a little bit too far out for Donatelli to get.
But it actually become advantageous because they couldn't get defensively out to it, and that
actually
allowed
worked in their
Donatelli to
favor.
finish in the corner.
Worked in their
That's a
favor.
fantastic strike. I mean, at the end of the day, that just comes down to individual talent right there.
When they saw it the same thing you did. They were so focused on Vinny Dantas and collapsing down on it. They gave Tony all that space on the side. They spread it out and they couldn't recover.
So here we are again. 1 goal Blast lead, 5:40 left. See if Utica City can respond.
So, Andrew, I was thinking about that. You know, I wouldn't put it past Danny putting Dantes out there knowing he's not going to get the ball, but to use him as a dummy because he's going to attract such attention.
Well, and he came right off after, so might be a strategy as Hoxie gets set up here for Pereira.
Oh,
Empty
giveaway.
netter.
Giveaway by
good
Coughlin
thought.
is just high.
Great
Coughlin
effort.
had no chance for that.
Great effort by Hoxie.
Oh, good battle. Mello takes
Don't need
takes
a
him
foul
down.
there,
Yeah.
though.
So the Blast has got to be careful here because Utah's been complaining a number of times, and rightfully so on a couple for 2 minutes. So you know the refs are going to be looking to pull one here.
All right, just some administration here. 1:15 and a stoppage before Ubi Parapovic comes back. 2-on-1 for the Blast. Hoxie. Shot. Goal! Hoxie! It's a 2-goal Blast lead.
What a
I
fantastic...
thought he was waiting on the back post run to open up. Pereira was hustling to get to the back post.
I was going to say, what a fantastic shot, but I don't know if it was a shot
Or a pass.
or the old shot pass.
Let's take a look. 2-on-1, and they do a good job spacing here. And then let's take a look at Hoxie. Waits. That's a shot.
No, that's absolutely a shot. He realized
Pereira wasn't going to get there.
Absolutely.
As much as he was hustling, he looked up, took 2 looks, and then tracked one.
Absolutely. What a great shot he did. He realized the run wasn't going to get there, and he unleashed it.
2 goals in 54 seconds. I believe this is a timeout Utica. And it's time to regroup.
So that leaves Utica with 1 timeout remaining, correct?
Yes, correct. So, coaches, 2-goal deficit, 4:53. Talk me through the strategy here when you go 6th attacker. What are you looking at here?
I would probably at the 4-minute mark.
think at the 3.5.
I would be looking to go 6th attacker. I like to be aggressive with the 6th attacker personally, so I
And
like
I think
Tariq.
for the next minute or so, you do the high press. You go back to that high press that was a little bit successful for you. Try to get the turnover and nick a quick goal. That way, it's when you pull the 6th attacker, you're not looking for 2, but maybe you're only looking for 1.
Right, and what we've seen here is, especially here in the short field of Baltimore, you can go high pressure 6th attacker and then not do it for a couple minutes and then go back to it.
Well, I don't see anybody with the 6th attacker jersey on, so they're not going to look to do that offense-defense switch that some of the experienced teams do.
All right, so now Cemento knocks it away. Coughlin now well ahead, up near midfield. And you can also use Coughlin as well as kind of that 6th guy. Ball chested down and off the glass. And headed again off the glass. It's still loose. Nice job by Orlando to come back and win it.
That's tough to see, but that ball actually hit the net. Should have been out.
Yeah, I thought so as well, Andrew, because you
Yeah.
could see it ripple.
That's the first time I saw Vanzella a little bit shaky when the ball went over his head. Hit the glass there. Or if it hit the net, maybe that's why.
DeRue plays it far side. Quick shot right there for Vanzella.
Williams going to take every bit of this 4 seconds.
Long throw to the corner. Raley runs it down.
It's a straight two-arm push.
Mello heads across field, stolen away.
Still no sixth attacker jersey on the Utica bench.
Still no Ubi Parapovic. His 5 minutes is up, but we have to get a stoppage here before he can come back. Yellowback.
Utica only has 1 timeout left now with the new rules.
Do you take a timeout here to get him off of out of the penalty box?
Absolutely. Your best player is in a penalty box, and you need to go sixth attacker at some point, so it's a good time to do both.
Well, they got to get control of the ball.
Control of the ball, right.
Dantas turns, cuts it back, wide open. Diesel shot, save. That's kicked off. Nice job there by Boudreau.
Mello was on the back post looking for that ball to be slipped from Diesel to Jonathan back post.
Well, Blast playing keep away now. Dantas turns, he gets taken down.
And
a 2-minute penalty. Oh my. Utica City's going to be furious at this call.
Ryan Hall.
They had the exact same play a quarter ago.
Ryan Hall for the first time all game is very upset, and honestly, rightfully
so. Yeah, I don't
so.
blame him. I mean, that's the exact same call.
The exact same call they didn't get.
So now a stoppage. Ubi Parapovic is out of the box.
Blasco on the power play here. Now, what's the strategy? Do you kick it around, or do you keep trying to score?
You got to try and score.
No, you absolutely have to score.
You got to try and score.
This is where you can ice the game here.
Really, you kick it around for 1 minute and 58, and then you score, right?
Oh, okay. In a perfect world, absolutely. It's that easy.
It's that easy, right? It's just that easy.
But on the reverse end, in all seriousness, I'm sure Danny has got these guys realizing that, look, Utica's going to gamble here. They're going to gamble on this man down to try to pick one.
You got to be careful. You can't give up a shorthanded goal.
Right.
Especially on a field this size. Any turnover is a scoring opportunity.
This is great ball movement.
Callahan, Tavernisi, Yellowback, and Toby on the penalty kill for Utica City.
I'd like to see them find Adriano in the middle because the top 2 guys are running around. That middle's wide open.
Here's Mello with some space. Really, when you equate Vanzella, it's really a 6-on-4.
Absolutely. And this is an advantage that the Blast have. William has very good feet.
Well, and of course, now he can cross midfield. It's in the 4th quarter.
Blast run off the first 50.
Utica's made a sub already on the man down because they've been running the entire time.
Good touch, Dos Santos for Mello. Back up for Donatelli. 2 minutes to play. Blast with a 2-goal lead on the power play. Oh, nice defense there, and Yellowback able to clear. So Santos rides him hard, but able to play back for Callahan. Good clear.
Even Utica killing the power play, that helps the Blast.
Absolutely, it's time off the clock for sure. Blast would like to put it away right here, but taking 2 minutes off the clock without them scoring is big.
Well, that's the thing, too. As the power play expires, do you want to possess the ball?
Tariq, Juan has kind of struggled a little bit on this power play down low. He's given a ball away. His body shape, he's gone back every time he's touched it.
Utica City
I thought they
complains.
were going to continue to allow Dante Vinny to set up down low. It looks like they made a switch here, but
no, 5 seconds
maybe the better option would let Vinny set up down low since he's used to receiving.
Power play over. 1 minute to play. Blast still have possession. They'll play it back and play keep away.
6th attacker jersey's out now in Coach Ryan Hall's hand, but they won't get a chance to use it.
The penalty really killed them. You know, that penalty really killed them, and I can see why they were upset about it. But that penalty really changed the game for them.
Yeah, Tariq, but I think that, if he, I think when Coach Ryan looks at this, he's going to maybe think that he should have pulled the 6th attacker a little bit early. I mean, he had about a minute and a half where he could have pulled it.
Blast played in, 35 seconds left. Orlando holds. Blast will again make Utica City chase. John Orlando gets taken down, foul called here. 27 seconds left. I mean, I know it's like desperation, but don't you have to pull your goalie at this point? Play is stopped. Go, just put the sixth attacker on.
Yeah.
Call a time. Or can you call a timeout here? Well, awesome job by Utica City tonight. Great battle. A little unlucky at the end.
I'm
Couple
actually
calls.
stunned they're not scoring another goal here. It's supposed to be 7-6.
Jelnovic and William are screaming at each other.
Blast bucket up in the corner. Donatelli now, 18 left.
Uh-oh, here's Yelovac going for William.
Williams got to be careful here.
Save
Really
goal.
tried to meg him.
11 seconds left. Vanzella pushes Yelovac. I think Tavernisi got the goal.
Danny Kelly is going to be fuming about that later. William cannot
try and dribble
cannot
pressure
try
there.
to take. Yeah, he cannot try to take his frustrations out in the game in that manner.
I'm sorry,
How
I said
are they
7
allowing
to 6.
Tavanisi to set up in the circle?
Blast. 8 seconds left. Stone away for Yelovac. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Cuts it back. Shoots. Save Vanzella. 2 seconds. 1 second. That'll do it. The Blast hold on for the win.
A little more exciting than it should have been there in that last 20 seconds. Wow, what a fantastic game, though, by both teams.
Well, hard-fought match, no question about it. Blast hold on for the victory. They remain undefeated here at CQ Arena. They moved to 2-1 on the season. Utica City drops to 2-1 on the year as well. Guys, man, what a soccer match.
This is going to be one of those.
William is going at it with a couple of the Utica players.
We've started a new rivalry here, huh?
Yeah, right.
Blast Utica now.
I think this just continues from the Syracuse days, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Take a look back at that fourth quarter. Donatelli with 2 goals there. He gave the Blast a 5-4 lead, and then Donatelli again gave them a 6-5 lead. Huge fourth quarter for Tony Donatelli.
Yeah, well, not a surprise. Look, you want your veterans to lead you in really difficult games, and Tony is the ultimate professional, so it's not a surprise that he kind of led the way there in the fourth quarter in a tough game.
Vanzella's still going at it with Ubi Parapovic. And again, look who's in the middle. Ryan Hall in the middle playing peacemaker.
Now he's working the rest for the next game.
Absolutely. Well, that's smart. Take a look at the save of the game for Vanzella. 3-man wall here. So off this restart. Quick touch, and then Vanzella, good positioning there to make that save. And he's excited about it.
So what a great move by Danny Kelly to put the wall on the opposite side. So now you take away Salas and you take away Ubipovic, right? So you take away 2 guys who can hit it, and you're taking, it's basically your third choice taking a strike there.
That's definitely a halftime.
Let's go down to Andrew, who has Tony Donatelli, the player of the game.
Tony, what is it with you guys in Utica playing close games here at home?
Yeah, I mean, every time we play them home away, it's always a tight game. They're a good team. They have a lot of experience, and they fight hard to the last whistle. And, we went up there on Sunday and had a bad performance, and credit to them, they got the win. And we wanted to pay them back here tonight, and we battled hard. And, they were in it all the way to the end, but we were able to come out with the win.
It looked like they were playing very physical against you guys tonight. Talk about that in their physical play.
No, it's a division rival. We play them in the playoffs almost every year, so there's a lot of bad blood, and it's a physical game, and it's just whoever wants it more is going to come away with the win.
All right, fantastic. You've never lost here at home. Talk a little bit about this field, playing at home, playing in front of these fans. What does that mean to you?
It means everything. It's electric in here. The fans are always here supporting us, and we want to repay them with wins. And fortunately, we've done that the last 2 years, and we want to keep it going.
All right, well, fantastic. We'll see you back here in 2019. See if you can stay undefeated.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good job, Andrew. The Blast win it 7-6. The final stats, the Blast get outshot by Utica 28-22. 10 blocks for Utica, just 3 blocks for the Blast. That's a unique number. You usually see the Blast with more blocks than that. 16 fouls for Utica City, 10 for the Blast. And look at that number, 19 saves for William Vanzella tonight.
Yeah, I thought that the Blast, they were a little bit flat in the box. So when you talk about blocks, Utica scored 2 goals where they took a shot and then got the rebound. Where normally the Blast are in really good shape. They're putting their bodies in front of the ball. I think they were a little bit off there.
So I think you got to give Utica credit. They came in here with a certain game plan. They wanted to be physical. They frustrated the Blast. But I also think that the Blast gave up several opportunities on free kicks, which probably leads to those shots totals that we're looking at.
Let's talk about the Blast and their fourth quarter. You get the 2 back heels that leads to the Donatelli goal, the restart goal, and then the transition goal by Hoxie. You see the Blast, they're just doing a lot of different things really well.
Listen, at the end of the day, that's what makes champions champions, right? So they're just taking advantage of the opportunities, whether it's a lot or a few, in the crucial moments of the game. And I think, obviously, they really do perform well in the fourth quarter, and it has a lot to do with their confidence and kind of the history of this team.
Tariq, we got to give credit to Utica City, though. They battled back a couple of times, even fighting to the end and getting that 6th goal to give themselves a shot at the end.
Yeah, I think, they have an argument that they got hard done by some of the calls here late. So they played well. They brought it to the Blast in the first quarter with the up-tempo and the high press. And, the Blast were able to come out of it with some great goals in the fourth quarter.
It's going to do it for us. Tariq Walker, thank you.
Thanks
awesome
for
job.
having me,
Lisa Chantarette, thank you. Awesome job. Thanks as well to Andrew Primrose down on the field. I'm Paul Mittermeier saying so long. Once again, our final, Blast 7 and Utica 6. You've been watching Blast Soccer on MASL TV.